In the Tang dynasty, there lived a young scholar named Liu Yi. He was an honorable and diligent man but had recently failed the imperial examinations, which left him disheartened. Determined to return home, he embarked on a long journey, traveling across the vast and desolate countryside. One day, while passing through a remote area, Liu Yi came upon a riverbank. As he approached the water, he heard the sound of a woman sobbing. Intrigued and concerned, he followed the sound and soon found a young woman, dressed in tattered clothing, weeping by the river. Despite her disheveled appearance, it was clear that she was of noble birth, and Liu Yi felt compelled to help her. Approaching her, Liu Yi asked, "Why are you here alone in such a desolate place, and why do you weep so sorrowfully?" The young woman looked up, her eyes filled with despair. She revealed that she was not an ordinary human but the Dragon Princess, the daughter of the Dragon King of Dongting Lake. She had been married off to the Dragon King of Jing River, a cruel and heartless being who mistreated her severely. Unable to endure the abuse, she had fled from his palace, but without the ability to return to her father's kingdom, she had become stranded. Desperate for a way to inform her father of her plight, she had written a letter to him. However, as a dragon herself, she was bound by certain rules and could not deliver the letter on her own. She pleaded with Liu Yi, saying, "Please, kind sir, I beg of you, deliver this letter to my father at Dongting Lake. You are my only hope." Liu Yi, moved by her story and her noble bearing, agreed without hesitation. He took the letter and set out on the dangerous journey to Dongting Lake, knowing well the risks involved in dealing with such powerful beings. After many days of travel, Liu Yi arrived at Dongting Lake. Remembering the instructions given by the princess, he found a secluded spot by the lake and read aloud her name. Suddenly, the waters parted, and a grand and majestic palace emerged from the depths. It was the palace of the Dragon King. Liu Yi was escorted inside, where he met the Dragon King himself, a majestic and formidable figure. Liu Yi presented the letter to him, explaining the tragic circumstances of the princess. Upon reading the letter, the Dragon King was filled with rage and sorrow. He could not believe the suffering his beloved daughter had endured. Furious at the treatment of his daughter, he immediately summoned his army and led them to the Jing River to confront the abusive Dragon King. The Dragon King's brother, Qiantang Jun, was furious when he learned about his niece, the Dragon Princess, and instantly transformed into a giant dragon and flew to take back his niece. The Dragon King asked him how the battle went, and Qiantang Jun said that he had killed 600,000 people, destroyed an area of 800 miles, and ate the husband who had insulted the Dragon Princess. The princess was rescued and brought back to her father's palace, where she was finally safe. In gratitude for Liu Yi's bravery and loyalty, the Dragon King offered him a vast treasure. However, Liu Yi, being a man of integrity, declined the reward, saying that he had only done what any decent person would have done in his place. Deeply impressed by Liu Yi's character, the Dragon King insisted on rewarding him in a way that would change his life forever. He offered Liu Yi the hand of his daughter in marriage. Although initially hesitant, Liu Yi eventually agreed, and the marriage was celebrated with great splendor. Liu Yi and the Dragon Princess lived together in harmony, and Liu Yi's life became one of great happiness and prosperity. He was respected not only among men but also revered among the dragons. The story of Liu Yi became a legend, passed down through generations, symbolizing the virtues of courage, loyalty, and the belief that good deeds will always be rewarded, no matter how daunting the challenge.